It is Thursday. Hope everybody's doing okay. It's dark as fuck because because I'm in Germany. That's why. And over here in my kids' room, just hanging out today. And I thought what I'd get with you guys. Listen, you guys already know that the situation is becoming more and more serious, and everybody in America is wondering what's going to happen. So unemployment rate is gone up. Inflation is ticking right along, and everybody's checks aren't going as far as they were before. Now, normally citizens have, normal worries to worry about, such as economic situation, things at home with their kids, the health situation of everybody, and everybody's just trying to make it to work every day and do their thing, right? So, you know, America voted Trump into office, and things were working okay, but there was, yeah, deep seated um, dissatisfaction with certainly the immigration thing. Yeah? And Donald Trump has made it he's made it his pastime to whine and complain and talk about he's going to do something better. And the only thing he does is fuck some shit up. All right. Think back to all of his casinos. Think back to all of his scams and ways that he has tried to grift off Americans. So, I mean, for all the grifters out there that are looking at this dude and thinking, oh, I want to grift like that too. You know what I'm saying? Then, yeah, of course, then, that's the kind of dude they want to hang out with. So, even that, though, even the grifters in Congress that are utilizing their position to grift and make some money for themselves and their families, even though when you go into public office, it's something like you do out of your heart, you know what I'm saying? Because you are working to try to make things better for the people in your neighborhood, in your area. That's the way it should be. And always, when somebody goes into public office, they have to work with different individuals. Other people want one thing, other people want one thing. That's how you get compromised, right? So, but that's not what is happening in the MAGA world now. See, Donald Trump doesn't care about anything else. He'll sell the situation to you and say he's going to do something about it, but never does. Let's look. Donald Trump used to be a builder, right? When I met him, or not met him, but met his when I found out who he was the first time, right? My manager told me what he did, right? He would get people to come in and work on buildings and stuff. They would do work for him, and I mean, talking really opulent work, right? And then this fool would go and complain about this piece of marble or this or that or whatever, right? And this marble piece is something maybe cost maybe 9,000 euro dollars or whatever to move and to redo and stuff, and they're supposed to take the cost of this because Donald Trump doesn't like some. So they say, okay, listen, because I mean, it wasn't like it was a big thing. Excuse me. So this is the thing. He would complain about these things when they were doing this work for him. Hey, Rihanna, how's it going? You, what's up? Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up. So anyway, so he would do this, right? And they would end up giving him a break on the cost, even though, hey, thanks, even though there wasn't really anything wrong with it. See, that's the thing. Because they wouldn't want to go to court. So, and then when he'd be an ass about it and say, nah, fuck that shit, nah, we're going to court. So then he would drag them into the courts to try to get out of pain. Thank you very much. I love it. Thanks for talking to me and ask me some questions wherever you're at. Listen, so the thing is, this dude is doing all he can to screw the American people now. He is even trying to give the senators in the Senate the opportunity to get $500,000 per investigation into their January 6th telephone conversations. If they were investigated, they're supposed to be able to sue and get $500,000 per. Hey, I cannot tell you, this is money that would come from the Americans' pockets into their pockets. For what? Now, Donald Trump is trying to rewrite history. I mean, when I was going to school, you know what I'm saying, you got the history books and it had everything in there that was supposed to be in there. But see, now when they're rewriting history, now Donald Trump is at the head of the Department of Education, and he doesn't like the way they said everything happened in January 6th. He doesn't like it when they say Joe Biden won the election. How are you going to say that the dude wasn't fairly elected? If he won, if Donald Trump won, then we wouldn't have him in office now. So he can thank God he didn't win. And if he gets proved that he did win and they stole it from him, then he needs to jump out of office. I don't know. Either way, Donald Trump's little Epstein hoo-ha is not going away. It's not going away because I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen. Pam Bondi is gonna try to hold on and block the whole file from coming out because she's going to say they're doing investigations, open investigations, and she can't release that information. And if she does release these files, they will definitely be redacted throughout. Or, as I've said before in my earlier podcasts, it is my belief, because Donald Trump has a lot of friends in AI and tech, that he could probably just make a whole fake file and just write it however he wants it. What about that? We probably would not even recognize any of his, the way that he speaks or whatever. She has the best legs, and I have never touched that girl before. Yeah, hello. Let me tell you something. Donald Trump is and will always be a piece of shit, okay? He cheated on every single one of his wives. I can tell you now that Melania is getting it from one of her security guys. I have a friend down there in Florida, and he has seen some things, and I don't know. Also, as she was in New York, yeah, she's getting hers. That's good. But I'm wondering where this is going with Melania now. She's trying to get back in the public eye. I'm thinking Putin's trying to use her now. So keep an eye on that. And so the question always still sits in my mind, if Putin has pictures of Donald blowing Bubba, then how are we supposed to be able to trust Donald Trump's mechanisms for making decisions with Trump? If Putin has pictures of him blowing Bubba, how are our military soldiers supposed to be able to trust that his decisions are not made in a biased manner? How are we supposed to do that? I mean, I know guys that stand out there on the walls in Cuba, and guys that serve on fucking aircraft carriers, right? They got one now sitting over there by Venezuela. For what? For what? Venezuela ain't got shit going on. Unless he's going to try to attack them. And that's something that MAGA has been against from the beginning. So why is he doing it? Why does he have all these ships over there? Did you guys see this shit? I can't tell you. Venezuela is not got a lot of fucking money. You know what I'm saying? And this dude has freaking 100 freaking ships around here. Wait a second. Hold on a second. Look at this shit. I mean, for what? Venezuela ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? They're almost like Cuba. They're driving around in these freaking old cars. Look at this shit. For what? This dude is nuts, man. And see, that's money wasted. You guys don't even think about that. When they say he's moving ships here and he's moving ships here, that's fucking money. That is money. That's a lot of money. To move a ship from the Mediterranean to the freaking Pacific or to the Atlantic, I mean, that's a lot of money. And think about it. All those sailors, they're pulling in money for that, for what they're doing. And when he does that, he's like moving $2-3 million at one time for what? There's no reason for it. And if this dude keeps on throwing these $500,000 freaking bombs out on freaking boats that they could just pull over to the side and say unload, we're gonna be fucking really in debt. He's already got a $400 million fucking ballroom fixing to be in the middle of being built over there. You done ripped up the... Man, this dude, I'm sorry, guys. Listen, if you guys knew Donald Trump, not from a meet and greet, if you actually knew who he was, then you would not like him. Okay? There's a lot of people that are in politics that have to deal with him every day. They act like they like him, but they don't like him because the dude doesn't think about anything other than himself. And any kind of decision that he makes is not made to help anybody else other than himself. He's trying to get involved in the freaking Russia-Ukraine negotiations to try to end this war. But see, he ain't going to do that in good faith. Because see, if Donald Trump has pictures of him blowing Bubba, who fucking cares what he's talking about? Russia doesn't care what he's talking about. He better get the hell out the way. If Putin doesn't get his way, maybe Putin will share those pictures with us and we can find out who Bubba was. Because I'm telling you, when I heard that, I had to, in that moment, skits out a picture that I thought was so freaking funny. I got to show you guys. I swear, I drew this the other morning when I saw this, and I heard this comment from this Thomas Massey, and I thought that was freaking perfect. Check this out. I drew this the other morning. That's Trump. Hold on. There's Trump, and there's a curtain there, and Bubba is behind the curtain, and that's Trump right there. So I want to know who in the hell is Bubba. Does anybody else want to know who Bubba is? I want to know who Bubba is. I really, really want to know who Bubba is. And I'll tell you what else I would like to know. I would like to know if Putin has the pictures. Because if Putin has the pictures of Trump blowing Bubba, then I don't think any decision that he makes could be trusted. I don't think any decision, if Trump is blowing Bubba, then I don't think that we can trust him for the things he does for our country. And if anybody thinks that that's good, that Trump was blowing Bubba, then give me a thumbs up, because I don't know, I'm not gay, but I'll tell you what, if Trump wants to be gay, he can be gay. I'm not against him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against him. In that regard, I am fully open to Trump blowing Bubba if he wants to, but I would say that's not my thing. That's not my thing. And we got mad back in, what was that, like 2000 something, when freaking Clinton got his over there with Monica. Yeah. Hey, all I can say is Monica was over 18. Yeah. And she did that on her own accord. I'm saying he didn't force her. She was an adult. Now, was it right? No, definitely wasn't. Yeah. What are you gonna say in that moment? You know what I'm saying? As Bill Clinton, you just gotta say, hey, you know what? I fucked up. That Hillary took that so good. Give her somebody's watching me on the other side of the world. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I'm in Rostock, Germany, and I'm an American, and I'm talking about the shit that's going on over America. and the fact that the Department of Justice, that is the judicial branch in America, that the Supreme Court is pretty much saying, yeah, we'll do what you want to do, or we'll let you do what you want to do, Trump. But now it's looking like something might else happen. So let's see what's going to happen with the Epstein files. And I will be back again to discuss where this whole situation is going. But in the meantime, for all my friends and watchers that are on the other side of the world, you guys, do you guys have cameras all around your cities? Do those cameras have facial recognition software? Because that's what the Americans are getting very, very soon. They are already tracking your license plates. This is to my American friends and my American friends. They are already tracking your license plates and therefore are able to track your movements. And there are other things that are in play now too. And if they want to, and you're on some sort of a list where you don't meet the positive points that maybe the Donald Trump administration wants you to meet, then maybe you might be tracked. Maybe you might be looked at. Maybe they might be trying to figure out if they can figure out something you did wrong or didn't do right and maybe prosecute you. And all of these arrests and detainments that are being made around the country, that's causing chaos. And people are being put in situations where their time and money is being wasted on illegal arrests and detainments. Their property is being damaged. They're having to go to the courts to ask for relief because the ICE agents have damaged their cars, or they have put their families in situations where they have to go to the hospital and therefore put out more money, and the cost of the medical costs are going up anyway. You guys do not even know what's coming. In 2 months, you guys are going to be out of there. Medical costs are going to go up fast, almost 5 times what they are now. So I hope you guys got your seatbelts put on, because it's going to get rough in the next couple of months. And I hope that somehow, some way, the release of these Epstein files is going to help. But somehow, some way, I just don't feel positive about where this is going with Pam Bondi as the director of Department of Justice. So if she blocks the release of these files in totality, if she lets these files come out but they're redacted more than you even know, then I think there ought to be a big uproar. And let me just put this out there. Article 2, Section 4. Article 2, Section 4, look into it, okay? Americans, Article 2, Section 4, look into it. That means throw out Trump and every one of his cabinet members too. We need a change in America, and I hope that you will write to your senator and write to your congressman and every political official that you have at your fingertips, and just let them know. Article 2, Section 4. All right? I want you guys to have a great day somehow, some way, and do something good for somebody, all right? Because that's what makes other people feel good. And I just want you to be able to stay healthy and to have a good feeling in your heart. All right. Thanks a lot. This was Matt Fox from Matt Fox on the Tube, and I'll see you the next time. Bye bye.